In this video, I'm gonna show you how to make a quick and easy, super healthy oatmeal dish right now. It is very challenging and difficult for a lot of people to actually prepare home-cooked meals on a regular basis, and that's due to the rat race that we live in, a very busy society. People are running to get to work, to school, to daycare, drop off their kids, and I'm gonna show you at least one meal that I think that you can prepare with minimal experience or knowledge about cooking. First things first, guys, just to make things fast, I don't like to do too many dishes. I like to minimize that aspect of cooking. So I actually use a lot of these paper disposable bowls that you can microwave, and also you can use them to cut meats, and with a plastic knife or even a real knife, if you're careful, it's not gonna cut through. It's a very sturdy material. You can find these in a lot of supermarkets, and they are also soak proof. So I'm gonna use this as the base to make the oatmeal. Now, just to make things also a little bit easier to follow so that you have somewhat of a recipe, this is not gonna be too official, guys, but I do wanna give you at least some type of recipe that you can follow along with, and by all means, you can also tweak this as well. So I'm gonna take out my food scale here. You don't need a food scale, but I'm just gonna use it to give you a measurement of what to put into the actual bowl, how much to put, because it does make a little bit of a difference when you're cooking it as far as cooking times and texture and consistency. So I like to put the recommended serving size. So this here recommended serving size for this oatmeal is 45 grams. So I'm gonna pour in 45 grams. Also, don't forget, you wanna use the quick cook oatmeal, and it's already kind of pre-cooked. So it's only gonna take like 3 minutes in the microwave. I could use water with this oatmeal, but I'm not going to. And the reason is I want to have something that contains a little bit more nutrients. Now again, I have used water in the past and there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm going to use this here. This is almond milk, and the reason I use almond milk is because it does have a significant amount of calcium. So this particular one, it says that on the label, it's got 50% more calcium than regular dairy milk. So I'm gonna use this. Now, depending on how thick you want this, you are gonna have to vary your serving size. I'm gonna use half of a serving size. I like my oatmeal super thick, but you can maybe bump it up, make it like a full serving size. Half a cup equates roughly to 120 grams. And it comes out exactly, as long as you're consistent with whatever strategy you use, you're gonna be fine. By the way, I also use plastic spoons whenever I can. So these are great premium plastic spoons so they don't bend, break under the heat. A quick stir and pop it in the microwave. So I don't know if you could see this, but this is the consistency. It's kind of watery, but it's actually gonna be very thick once it gets microwaved. 50% power for 3 minutes. One of the things that makes this a very healthy dish, guys, is having a lot of vitamins, minerals, nutrients. This is just strawberries. You can find these anywhere, guys. There's not any special type. You can get organic if you want. This is just regular strawberries that I got, and I cut them up and I'll put in a certain amount. And the reason I do that, guys, is because I'm putting multiple ingredients in. I usually do 100 grams of strawberries. I cut them up and I put them into the actual oatmeal. Once it is done, I'll show you that as soon as it gets out of the microwave. All right, guys, now it just beeped, so now the 3 minutes are done. I'm actually gonna fortify this and add protein powder. Any protein powder will do. For this example, I'm going with a full scoop. Also, one thing that I do to enhance the flavor and maybe the consistency is this particular product. This is a Walden Farms maple syrup. The one here that I use is maple walnut, but it's basically kind of like a pancake syrup. And it's actually something that I use in place of pancake syrup. This is a no-calorie product, so it does make the food a little bit sweeter. In this case, my oatmeal, and I just pour it right on top. Not a lot, just a little bit like that. You can get this at some health food stores, or you can order it online. They have other flavors as well, including pancake syrup flavor. I think that's what it's called. And also they have one that is, I think it's called caramel, and some other ones as well for coffee and stuff like that. So there's a good variety of these type of products. And again, they're low or 0 calorie products that enhances the flavor of various foods. This literally takes, I mean, the oatmeal is 3 minutes in the microwave, but from, you know, I've timed it, it's taking me like about 10 minutes, give or take. To save time, I actually went ahead and measured out 100 grams of strawberries according to the scale. So this is what it looks like, guys, into the oatmeal. So I'm just gonna stir this up right now to kind of blend it all in there. And I'm gonna put the next ingredient. So I got the strawberries in there, the protein powder, the Walden Farms. Now I'm gonna put in the next ingredient, which is gonna be more fruit. This time I'm gonna put in approximately 50 grams of blueberries. Now, this is something that has a lot of antioxidants. You can get blueberries anywhere, guys. You can get organic. These are just regular blueberries. These are awesome. Again, a lot of vitamins, minerals, vitamin C, and a lot of antioxidants in this. So blueberries are a great way to enhance the nutritional profile of your oatmeal. So let's see, I'm gonna do 50 grams. And let's see, 50 grams is there. So that's exactly 50 grams of blueberries. And I'm not done. I'm actually gonna put, now you could stop at any point, guys. You don't have to keep adding fruit. I just happen to have picked these up and I'm gonna use them. These are blackberries. So blackberries are also very good, a lot of antioxidants. Berries in general are very healthy for you and are relatively low calorie fruit and very low glycemic. So it's a more stable blood sugar reaction that your body's gonna have, which is good. I'm also gonna weigh out these blackberries. 50 grams is what I'm gonna put in here. So I'm gonna zero out the scale again. So it's gonna, yeah, it's set up to grams as I usually have it. And I'm gonna put in the equivalent of 50 grams of blackberries. So let's see. Sometimes you can't get it exact, but that's okay. 52 grams. We're gonna call that good right there. So I'm gonna shut off the scale. Don't need it anymore. Now, if you wanted to add extra calories, by the way, guys, this is just a bag that I use to put little pieces of strawberry that I cut before, but you could actually add nuts to this as well. Almonds, or my preferred nut because of the very good healthy omega-3 to omega-6 fatty acid profile. I'll talk about that maybe in another video if you're interested. But macadamia nuts, which are very expensive, very healthy for you. In this case, I don't have that right now, so we're just gonna go with this dish and call it done. So I'm gonna stir this even more, guys, and I'm gonna bring this to my table to eat it right now, and I'll show you what this looks like. This power breakfast, power meal. You don't just have to have this for breakfast, but I'm gonna plate this up and show you what this looks like. Hey guys, future me here, and I forgot to mention the macronutrients profile of this dish, and that is about 400 calories in total in the oatmeal as I prepared it in this video. It consists of about 29 grams of protein with about 7 grams of fat and approximately 59 grams of carbohydrates. So 400 calories, it's not too bad. It's actually a sweet spot for a lot of people. And of course, you can always vary the amount of ingredients. So you can make the amount of fruit higher or lower depending on your caloric needs or goals. You can also change up the size of the protein scoop, and of course, vary the amount of oatmeal that you use. Anyway, guys, back to the video. And finally, guys, this is the final plated version of my oatmeal ready for me to consume. But don't forget, wash it down with some water, guys. Regular water to get your hydration in. Hopefully you got something out of this video. Stay safe out there. And until the next one, see you in the next video.